Hi everyone. Today we're going to climb up Mount Rumney, so you can vicariously climb it up with me. I figure that's more popular than going down a mountain. Um, yeah, I have been down this road before. In fact, one of the first videos I tried to shoot was coming up here at nighttime, which posed some really interesting challenges for editing because it turns out this dashboard, this dash display at night gets really bright, and it really took away from the video quality. Like, you just couldn't see as well out here because of this guglare. So I figured we could come up here today and check it out. Mount Rumney is, I guess, about 20 minutes south of Hobart, and it's kind of residential. It's between Hobart and the airport, so we'll see that when we get to the top. And it's considered a mountain, or it's called Mount Rumney, and I looked up what a mountain is classified as, and it's 300 meters above sea level. So I've turned on the GPS, and I'm going to include GPS for this video, and hopes we'll get a bit of context just to see how we're going up. And then I think I'll continue recording coming back down, maybe not all the way, but at least some of the way, because I find that when I turn around at the end of some of these roads, there's just some other vistas that you just don't get to see when you go in just the one direction. So to my right is going to be Hobart off in the distance, and the Derwent River, so maybe we'll get to see some of that through the forest here. Try and get a good look out there without compromising a blind turn. Yeah, so areas like this I really like. The Hobart area 4. And it's because it's very removed. This feels like kind of like a rural, it is kind of rural, but like cottage, almost like a recreation area in a certain context, but it's still very close to the city. So Hobart has a bunch of these little communities that are within about a 20-minute drive that get you up into some hills and get you feeling like that you're not anywhere near a city, really. And I like that. I like that about here. So it's 10 degrees at the bottom of the hill, by the way, and I'm wondering if it's going to get cooler as we ascend the mountain. It should. See if we can get a view out there. Yeah, there it is. Very calm day. You can see the glassy water out there on the Derwent. It's really pretty. I do a lot of sailing actually out on the Derwent, and it doesn't look like you get very far today. So this road is paved, and then it kind of turns into a dirt road, and then there's a bit of an off-road section at the top. So we're going to look out to the left, and down there is Sorel and the airport, and we'll get a better view of that at the top. I tried videoing this as well a few weeks ago, and I just ended up coming right up into a cloud, so there was no view. And well, you kind of want the view, right? See, Mount Rumney Conservation Area. At night, you gotta be careful here because there actually are quite a few wallabies and maybe the odd pattybelly kangaroo up here. And you might not see them going up, but you might see them going down. If there's some glare in the camera, I apologize. I have a tendency to shoot directly off into the sun. I'm trying to avoid that, but I'm gonna deal with it when it comes up. We like the sunshine anyway. So here we are, kind of very close to the top. There's some radio equipment and stuff up here to the left. When I say radio, it's probably cell towers and God knows what else. Parking lot turnaround is to the right, but I'm going to go up just a little bit higher. Up this track here. Climb up those rocks. Get the good view. I'm whistling behind this thing. And there it is. So, this is Cambridge down here. Clearly somebody's having a fire, and you can see how there's really not that much wind because the smoke is coming right up. And down to the right is the airport, and then Sorel is across. Gives you a really good view of how hilly southern Tasmania is. And also how calm it is. You can just see that there's just no wind out there. Alright. So that is the view from up here. Pretty cool. We'll turn around, we'll go down. See if we can get a couple other views. And call it a video. Oh, we got the ABS kicking in there. I can turn the ABS off, and I would turn the rear ABS off if I were going off-road. But look at this view. How beautiful. Well, someone else has another fire going down there. I sometimes go out by the airport because there's an area where you can watch planes come and go. A lot of people park up there. And it's cool. You see a couple planes and you're like, okay, I'm good. Keep going. Gorgeous, gorgeous view. Somebody lives on that hill across there. I think that's neat, except for I don't know how thrilled I'd be living with all that electronic equipment like 50 to 100 meters away. I'm sure it's fine, but I don't know. So Hobart, maybe you can see it through the forest there. Can't really get a good clear shot, but it is straight over there at the bottom of Mount Wellington. We're going back down again. Hopefully the GPS will just kind of show you how quickly we're descending now. I kind of wish I could include that information all the time because I am going up and down quite often on these back roads, and you kind of just don't necessarily pick up on that visually. I guess I could. I don't really have a very good excuse not to include it. It's a bit of a faff about open the app and turn the GPS on, and I'm not entirely sure if the app and all of it would work together if I got out of range of a cellular network, although in theory the GPS should work just fine. There we go, there's Hobart. Somebody's got a cool gate. I think probably... Wait a minute, we got another cool gate up here. This is a neighborhood of fancy gates. It's the Joneses. Somebody's got a good gate, and then the next one up has like, it's more ornate. Ah, and these people do not have a gate. What's the deal? Alright folks, I think I'm gonna edit the end of the video here, and I hope you enjoyed that. Take care, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.